Alright guys, we are headed to the Yaak, Montana. We've got Scott Hunt up front. We've got Jeriah Miller second place. And then we've got Anna, my lovely wife. And then we've got me in the back for a little while. Never ridden with Scott before, so this will be fun. All right. And that's it. We're out of the Libby traffic. I jumped off that bridge, I believe only one time. That was enough for me. Yeah. Looks like we lost some people. I pulled out, looked like plenty of time if they'd just been on it, but the two newest riders didn't pull out quite in time to get in front of that car, so now we're a little bit separated. I'll pull over in a second here and let everybody catch up. There we are. Coming up here are my two favorite curves on this whole road. They're predictable, they're a ton of fun, and they're tight enough to where you can cruise through them at a reasonable speed and still lean over pretty good. It's interesting with all this weight on the back. Bike handles differently. Right. Now I slow down and wait for everybody to catch back up. Still nothing in my mirrors. Hope everybody's okay. Jeez. Yep, there they are. I love it when you hit neutral there, shifting from first to second. Ah, it's super embarrassing. Alright, time to settle in. We got another 40 miles or so of this road before we get to Yaak, Montana, which everybody around here just calls the Yaak. Alright, this is the Red Dog. They used to have awesome pizza, but I guess it's under new management now. They're not open as much or something. I don't know, maybe they are. But I've heard conflicting stories that the pizza is no longer as good as it used to be, and that just in general the place has gone down in quality. I don't know. We're still going to probably try it one of these days. Ooh, this is a nice curve. Roll on the throttle. And roll off, enter the curve. Roll back on the throttle. That's what I'm talking about. Oh wait, is that a Harley Davidson I'm leaving behind? Scott's bike is actually awesome. I'll get a shot of it. He's got a Sportster 883 that he's building into kind of a custom bobber. He bobbed the rear fender, did an awesome job with it. Kind of blacked out certain parts. A lot of custom parts on it, and it just is low and light and mean. This little valley is just gorgeous. Kind of a good strategy in life in general. You take all the preparation you possibly can before you make a big change or a big step or take a new journey in life. You prepare for that as much as you possibly can, and that sets you up for the most success. The better prepared you are for something, the easier it's going to be. So that's actually what this ride is about. Jeriah is riding to southeast of Dallas, from northwest Montana to southeast of Dallas, Texas, a couple hours. So he's just taking an insane ride, especially for how new he is to riding. He's been riding for about 2 weeks. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of people that disapprove of his choice there, but he is taking the necessary preparational precautions, and he's just a natural on a bike. I've never seen anybody learn as fast on a bike as he did. I take full credit for getting him into riding. I taught him how to ride Anna's bike, the little Honda Shadow 600, and he took to it like a duck to water, loved it, and within 2 weeks he had a bike. I'm going to Colorado at the same time that he's going to Texas, and his route takes him straight through Colorado Springs. So we're going to ride from northwest Montana to Colorado Springs. So we're preparing for that right now. We got all of our stuff packed and loaded, strapped down, and we're taking this ride tonight with all of us together just to see how everything rides and to get into the groove of things. When you're looking for success in a new area of life, the best approach is to limit as many variables as possible. Humans are creatures of habit, and if you can take aspects of what you're getting into and become comfortable with as many aspects of this new thing as possible, you've just limited a bunch of variables. Every one of those things is now going to be one less thing to worry about when you actually do take that step. Yeah, buddy. There's Jeriah. He is very good at handling a motorcycle. And that's why we ride a little bit slower in the twisties where you can't see what's coming. Ooh, but this is a nice curve. See if I can drag a peg. Ah, just touched it. Ooh, yeah. Got a good touch down there. We've seen the best parts of this road. So, we're going to pull off in the Yaak and grab a bite to eat real quick. I really hate bumpy roads. Oh, I really just hate it. And this road is one of the bumpiest roads that but Pipe Creek Road, which we are about to get off of since there is the Yaak, is a necessary evil if you want to ride my favorite loop. Ooh, Mercury Cougar, look at that thing. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. You know what? We are all going to park right over here. Even though we're not going to eat here. This is the Dirty Shame Saloon, and it is the trashiest establishment. I don't know, this side of the Mississippi probably, who knows. Holy cow, man.
Yeah, I was like,
Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me watch you.
I will. Chili cheese fries. Give me a dress. Oh, shoot.
this is the little town of Yaak, Montana. Up here is the Yaak School coming up. Pretty basic to say the least. The metropolis. This is it. If you visit Yaak, Montana, this is what you get. A lot of it is like, you know, little places set off in the trees. There's the school. Up here on the left, we'll have the Yaak City Hall, which has an outhouse for the restroom facilities. The lavatories are traditional, deeply grounded in the heritage of the place, I would say. So on the way here, Scott's bike, the rear brake locked up on him in a curve. I don't want to make a Harley joke here about reliability or anything like that. Far be it from me. But that was pretty sketchy. It's too soon to make a joke about it yet. He was going at a, you know, safe, responsible speed, so he was able to get out of it. But it was a little nerve-wracking. A couple other bikes there. It's important to stay on your side of the road during curves where you don't know what's on the other side. Still waiting for the Yaak City Hall. The metropolis is spread out a little bit up here. Kind of a sprawling city, I would say. The population is well spread out. Here we have it. The community hall. It's a log building. And they're so far behind the times that they don't even have gender neutral outhouses. It's absolutely gorgeous through here. We're just cruising along at about 40 miles an hour. Taking our time because of Scott's bike. We don't want to push it too hard with that. But coming up right in here somewhere, there's a spot where you drop down into a curve and all of a sudden there's gravel everywhere. The road kind of turns to gravel and it's pretty disconcerting if you're not ready for it. One of the things about riding a bike is when you're in the sunshine, you feel the heat on you. And when you're in the shade, sometimes you get that blast of cold air, especially up here in the mountains where it really can cool off. You know, it's literally 15 degrees colder in the shade. Oh, this corner, this curve right here. Have to enjoy that one. Okay, right here. Here we are. So that's a rough spot. Just make sure that everybody behind me is doing okay with it. Anna stalled her bike on it because she was being too careful. I'll keep my eye open for the mile marker. Another thing about motorcycles is that you smell everything. When you're in a car and you go through a group of pine trees on a back road, you don't necessarily always smell it. But on a motorcycle, the smells are so much more pronounced. It's just incredible. Sometimes you actually ride past flowers and you can smell the flowers inside your helmet. It's amazing. Okay, mile marker 53. Between 53 and 51, be careful. Other than that, there is no problem with this road. That is the one and only thing you have to watch out for. Now we're climbing what's called the Yaak Pass. And this is up where there are a lot of grizzlies, a lot of wolves, and occasionally somebody sees a woodland caribou, which is native here in Montana, in the northern parts of Montana. But they're extremely rare. They come down from Canada sometimes. Next time I get a chance and there's a pull-out, I'm going to pull over and see how Scott's bike is holding up. It is a Harley Davidson after all. Wonder if Scott's going to watch this video. Probably going to get my ass kicked. So we stopped and checked out Scott's bike. His rear brake seems to be dragging a little bit. It's locking up on him. He forgot not to use it again in a corner, and just out of habit, I mean, you always use your rear brake. So he's cruising along kind of at the back of the pack because he said he doesn't want to, if something does go wrong, he doesn't want to take everybody else out. So we're just taking our time, enjoying ourselves. What a view. This place is just incredible. You know, probably my favorite thing about this road is that shortly after leaving the Yaak, traffic dropped off and we haven't seen another car. It's been miles since we've seen a car. Perfect. So you'll get to see the view here. Park. Really got to work on our formations here. There's Anna pulling in. There's Scott and Jeriah. And look at this view, just an ocean of timber. You can see where it was logged way back in the day, and it's growing up. Timber is like the ultimate renewable resource.
We're up here on a secret road, somewhere between the Yaak and Jeriah. Got the badass bikes lined up. Oh yeah.
A bunch of badasses standing
Got the
behind
typical Harley having issues. Just kidding.
What a dick.
Now we can't show the video to his mom.
Okay, so you can't see the sign. There it is. Suggested 15 miles an hour. Okay, so slow down to the speed you want to go. Lean into it. I should be in a lower gear. Whoa, yeah. And always look ahead. Your eyes need to be where you want to go. Because as a rule, you will go where your eyes are. And there's a great analogy there in life. Okay, so now I just lean over and I just go with it. There we are. And the curve opens up a little wider and crack on the throttle. Cool. Now I should probably slow down and wait. Holy cow, Anna's right behind me still. That's my girl. So now we're coming up on Lake Koocanusa. You're gonna see it here in a second. It's so cool to go from that ocean of timber. There it is down over there. Can you see it? To go from that wilderness, the wildlands, and you drop down over the mountain and you come up on Lake Koocanusa. Okay, I think this is a glorious curve. So I'm slowed down. I'm leaned over and gradually accelerate throughout the curve, looking where I want to go. Ah, so much fun. So Scott's headlight was out for a while, and when we pulled over, he checked the fuses, and there was a blown fuse. Welcome to Montana, y'all. Cattle guard on the road. Let me see if I can scare these cows. Oh, the tails started flicking. I really don't want to be hurt by a cow. Come on. Hey, there's bullshit in the road. Watch out. Slick spot. I don't know if you guys can hear Anna at all, or if the mic picks it up at lower speeds, maybe when there's not wind noise, but we're on the intercom so that she can hear me. I can call out a corner. If there's a bump, I try to, say something, and that way she can avoid it. It really helps the person riding behind. There's my girl. Alright, so proper lane position is the rider in the front is on the yellow line and the rider in the back is on the white line. And then if there's a group, it should be staggered. That gives everybody kind of time to react and better visibility than if somebody's directly in front of you. This is where it gets beautiful. There it is, and the Eureka Bridge down there. Glorious sweeping curve right here. Ah. It really helps if you can know the road too. Like once you know the road, you can know what to expect out of a curve. Boom. All right, let's cross the bridge, take a bathroom break. Just look at that. I'll come over here so you can see better. And we got rock walls above us. People used to drag race on this bridge. It was a big thing back in the day. This bridge is actually tall enough that people have committed suicide off of it, which is sad, but it's a testament to the prowess of the bridge. Here we go. I'm gonna pull over here, see if I can get a good view of the bridge. There's the Eureka Bridge. The reservoir goes up into Canada and down to the Libby Dam. Right up there is Canada. Those mountains you can see up there, maybe, are in Canada, the Canadian Rockies. Since Jeriah is a speed demon, he can catch up with us. So this is Highway 37. You can get down to Libby by taking this highway down. But instead of doing that, we're going to go down the backside of Koocanusa. It is a lot more enjoyable on a motorcycle. Jeriah likes to party. What a view. What a view on both sides. So yeah, this is kind of the end of the drag strip for guys that used to race on this. So you definitely wanted to make sure your brakes are tip top. So this road is basically a lot like this, with rock walls on one side and Lake Koocanusa on the other for the next 40 miles until this road eventually does, below the dam, it does join with Highway 37 again. But the reason we're taking this is because it is 7:27 and deer are a real issue on Highway 37. A lot more so than on this road because of the rock walls. I mean, they just don't cross this road as much. So let's see if Jeriah is trying to race me here. And make sure you're slowed down properly for the corner. Actually, we need to slow down and let the slowpokes catch up. That's kind of the point of a group ride. But I'm not going to waste this curve. Look where you want to go. Look where you want to go. Speed up a little bit. Just like that. Came out of the sun and hit a cold pocket of air. Temperature straight up is 20 degrees colder. It felt like 80 in the sun, and it feels like 60 right now.